Why isn't it doing it? I'm trying. I don't know how this works. How do I get it? I thought connecting this wire to here would do something. It's not showing on the screen. So, how do I do any of this? I thought you were just supposed to, um, that looks, okay, this is not working at all. How am I trying to, why is it doing the webcam? It's supposed to do this. Where's the thing where, how do I make it, like, how do I get this? Where's, where's, I don't get it. Plug it in. Like, nothing happens. I was hoping to use this extra camera, not the webcam, but like this camera to like have it be plugged into here, but like using it to do a live stream for a panel. Like, how, where is, here's the video I was watching earlier.
there's this idea that in portraiture, it's the photographer's job to set the subject at ease. I don't believe that.
These differences can also build up over time, so you'll get more out of sync the longer you stream. The solution is to run the audio into your camera through its mic input, and then the audio and video are coming into your computer through the same device, and they'll be in sync. A lot of people tell me that they need a better camera than this. I mean, it's only a $200 camera. How good can it be, right? My response is to ask them why. What are you hoping to achieve with a more expensive camera? I'll usually hear something like, I don't have good lighting, so we need a better camera. Well, the reality is, spending more on a camera is just going to show your poor lighting better. A lot of salesmen won't tell you this because they want to sell you a more expensive camera. But you'd really have to spend a whole lot of money before you actually get a camera that can deal with low lighting and wide dynamic range. And then when you start to think about multiplying that across several cameras for a multi-camera setup, it really becomes crazy. So the cheapest way to deal with bad lighting is to fix your lighting. A few par cans can create a nice even wash of light across your stage, and that's going to be a whole lot cheaper and will give actual results compared to just spending more on the camera. Also, another thing to consider is if you get a more expensive camera for $1,200, $1,600, you've got one camera and that's it. I think you can create a much more engaging experience for your viewers by getting several of these and a switcher, and being able to change up your angles and zoom in on things, all for the same cost as that one camera. So you may ask, when do I need to spend more on a camera? You should always base your camera decision on your workflow and what your requirements are. And for me, the requirement that dictates the next step up in cameras is when you need to have a remote control on the handle of your tripod so an operator can control zoom and focus. Also, usually at this point, you'll want to have an external monitor for your operator. With those requirements, you've outgrown the Canon Vixia line, and you'll need to look at something like the Canon XA11 or XA15. These cameras add LANC connections that allow for remote controls, and the XA15 has an SDI output, so you can start to run your cameras further away from your computer or switcher without using HDMI to SDI converters. And after that, the next functional requirement is if you need remote control of your camera from your control room using a CCU or output. I think the Canon Vixia cameras, specifically the R600, 700, or 800, are a great place to start streaming, and I highly recommend them. I have had several people ask me how to clear the display off of these cameras, because by default the camera does show the text on the HDMI. On the Vixia cameras, first go into the menu and select the Other Settings menu, and then in the center tab you'll see Output On-Screen Displays. Turn that to off and you'll have a clean display out through the HDMI. Another feature your camera will need for live streaming is an external audio input. The reason for that is if you're just running one camera without a switcher and you send your audio into your computer through some other device.
I don't get it. I was hoping that I was just hoping that plugging this in, like, I just thought, I was thinking all you have to do is plug. I was hoping that all you have to do is plug in this thing and then it should just, and then boom. Like, apparently that's not really how it works. See? It's still using the webcam. It's not using this. See, it's not getting the connection. Like, it doesn't get the picture that it's supposed to be using it, not this. Like, it doesn't, it's not using it. How do I make it do this? How do I get... monitor while out.